Game 7, the two best words in sports, and it's all because the final sacrifice has been made, and in poetic fashion, it's Tyrese Haliburton, who has sacrificed himself, has sacrificed the Haliban for the good of the team. Pascal Siakam has been possessed by a literal demon. Obi Toppin walks out and drops 20 points, and your grandpa's favorite NBA player, McConnell, once again with a huge impact on this game. But once again, it was the depth of the Pacers that won them this game. Shout out to Tyrese Haliburton playing on that injury, and the Thunder have nobody to blame but themselves. They came out flat and the Pacers made them pay. And it starts with the man that was absolutely possessed, and if you don't believe me, just go check out NBA TikTok right now, because bro is all over the place. He put up 16 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block in 32 minutes, 6 of 14 from the field, and 1 of 3 from beyond the arc, and they got the Thunder. Like, this is how lackadaisical the Thunder were. We ran this play in middle school basketball, and they still get the Thunder. It's just a simple option back screen. Turner doesn't even set the back screen. Pascal just flashes right to the ball, and he gets the easy layup. And then, oh my goodness, yeah, he took this man Jalen Williams' soul straight out of his body on this dunk. Like, look at how Williams lands. And then once again, they've done this all series. They attack the mismatches. Right here, Caruso gets caught in a late clock situation. Pascal just hits him with the easy post spin fadeaway and gets to go over, like we said, a much smaller defender in Caruso, which they get him ISO'd up. And then once again, Caruso guarding Pascal, he just shoots right over the top of him. Now, as for the Haliban, he played pretty well last night, knocking down threes early, finished with 14 points, 5 assists, a rebound, and 2 steals in just 23 minutes. You could tell he wasn't 100%, but he was still getting buckets for himself. They were able to rest him as well. 5 of 12 from the field, 3 of 7 from beyond the arc, and he decides to randomly do this, and it's just cash at different points in the game. The hustle play, getting the steal, and then now we're out. This is one of the most beautiful plays I've seen in quite some time. Turner to Haliburton to Pascal to Nesmith for the 3-ball. Ball never touches the floor, and it's an easy fast break. And then, like I said, he just randomly decides to get hot and pull up from 3 at different points in the game, and it's just cash. Y'all also said he couldn't score with his left hand. Well, he had to let everybody know right here he's going to drive left and finish it with the left hand, and that's a really tough floater. He's ambidextrous with those floaters, and that's really tough to master. Now, getting out on the fast break, he's the one that created this play. Little spin move. This one got me out of my seat. Like we said, Pascal taking J-Dub's soul straight out of his body, and then the little give and go here. This was actually the first points of the second half, and it was a full 4 minutes in. Tyrese always got his eyes up, finds Ben Shepherd running down the court, and then Andrew Nembhard, right? He's going to give you the toughest 8 points per game you've ever seen. Well, last night he had 17 with 4 rebounds, 3 assists in 31 minutes, was a plus 19 on the night. Hit a 3 from the corner, and then Nesmith finds him again. He hits a little sidestep 3, 5 of 7 from the field, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. He finally got it rolling from downtown, and then taking Chet one-on-one, getting to the other side of the rim, using it as a shield, and finishing with the lefty lay, and then a really nice pass to Miles Turner. Terrible transition defense from the Thunder, but Nembhard makes them pay, and then another 3-ball right there. And then, yeah, we got to talk about him. The number 1 white boy in Indiana right now, McConnell. Bro has 150 hustle stats. It goes up to 99. It's 150 for McConnell. Drops a near triple-double with 12 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds, and 4 steals. Was 6 of 12 from the field and was just cooking off the bench. Aaron Wiggins, excuse me, we're getting right here with the spin move, and then he's just going to get right to his spot. That little fadeaway, it looks like it should never go in, but it does every single time. I don't think I've seen him miss one. He was getting to spots all night last night. He comes in, and immediately the energy shifts. Immediately the tempo changes. Immediately the Pacers go on a run. It feels like it every single time McConnell comes in and they immediately go on a run. Obi Toppin was great last night as well. Finished with 20 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, and a turnover in just 23 minutes. Was their leading scorer, had on 6 of 12 shooting from the field, 4 of 7 from 3, and that's what I'm talking about. This is why the Pacers are so dangerous. Anybody on this team can lead them in scoring on any given night. Knocks down the 3-ball right there. McConnell setting this dude up time after time. That's what TJ is so great at, penetrating and getting into the paint, and then Obi can shoot the 3-ball, and then getting to his spot right here. Little ISO ball, and hits a little step back fadeaway, and then Tony Bradley Tony Bradley, of all people, was out here giving them decent minutes last night. Missed that layup, but still does an awkward roll and then gets up and makes the free throws. Aaron Nesmith hit a couple of big threes last night. Had 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and a block. He's been a fantastic defender for Indiana all series long. He was 3 for 8 from the field, 2 for 6 from beyond the arc. He guarded J-Dub for 4 minutes and 33 seconds, held him to 4 of 7 shooting from the field, 9 points. Did force 2 turnovers and had a block against him, but I will give that matchup advantage to J-Dub. However, this matchup right here, Andrew Nembhard won this battle last night. Guarded Shea for 9 minutes 31 seconds, held him to 9 points on 4 of 10 shooting, and forced 5 turnovers. And looking at the 5 turnovers, this one right here is just excellent one-on-one defense. He's going to take the shoulder bump right to the chest, not even fall back and get the steal, reach in and get the steal, and then watch TJ McConnell right here. Fantastic double team. SGA is so focused on scoring, he doesn't even see McConnell sneak over, and when he goes to try and spin, McConnell just takes the ball away from him, and we're going the other way. Then once again, one-on-one in the post here. Nesmith's going to bring the double and get the deflection, leading to Nembhard on the fast break. Just a great double and great hands right there by Nesmith. That was fantastic defense. And then coming over and help side and taking the charge was Nesmith. He played great last night. Hit a couple of threes. This one right here off of that beautiful basketball. You know that one's going to go in. And then right here, nice little cut. Gets the and one to go. Miles Turner played pretty well. Also had a nice block right here against Chet. And then later in the game, running the floor, getting the pass from Nembhard. That's, like we said, terrible transition defense. But everything was going right for the Pacers last night. You got Ben Shepherd hitting buzzer beaters at the end of the third quarter to put him up 30. Reggie Miller is at half court. And Ben Mathurin dunking on the Thunder even though he was 1 for 6. And I know he's still relatively young, but Game 7 is going to be a big-time moment in the career of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In Game 6, he had a stinker. He had 21 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 8 turnovers in 30 minutes, and his team got blown out. He's the NBA's MVP. He needs to go out there and prove why he's the MVP over Nikola Jokic, because right now, I still haven't been convinced that Jokic shouldn't have been the MVP. 7 of 15 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3 last night was Shai, so he's got to get more efficient, and 8 turnovers. He had a -4 assist-to-turnover ratio. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Tyrese Haliburton, well, Game 7 is really going to come down to his health. If he is healthy, the Pacers obviously have a great chance to win. If he's not healthy, obviously he's playing with a big-time risk right now. We don't want to see another Kevin Durant situation, but it's the NBA Finals. It's Game 7. He's not going to play. And if the Pacers do win on Sunday, we got to talk about where that puts Rick Carlisle in the all-time coaching conversations, because this is not his first Cinderella run. Remember, he took Dirk and them to the finals back in 2011 and won it, beating the Big Three Miami Heat. Now he's taking the Haliburton to the finals, and man, he's going to be one of the great coaches of all time if they pull this off and he gets the second ring. Now, the Pelicans front office hasn't been sleeping whatsoever. They made a trade mid-finals, trading the 23rd pick and Moave King to the Pelicans for their pick next year. And looking at the money, they do have a chance to go out and sign somebody big. They have $27 million before they hit the first apron and $39 million before they hit the second apron. However, Miles Turner is an unrestricted free agent, and Ben Mathurin is a restricted free agent. So they're going to have to spend some of that money. Other than that, though, the rest of their core is pretty much locked up. I would have liked to see them keep that 23rd overall pick. But with that being said, y'all let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Who you think is going to win Game 7? With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Make sure to hit the like button, leave me a comment, like I said, and hit that subscribe button. And with that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.